Ekom don dito eka aminkere Prince Bakassi. Yansem Kikom Bakara. I am here, to counter the notion that the Ibibios actually came from Usak Edet, or Isangele as the Cameroonians would call it. I have every reason to say no. After making a lot of findings, in-depth findings, I got to doubt the fact that we came from Usak Edet. Because when you look at Bakassi Peninsula, which is, in the Gulf of Guinea, as we know it today, between the boundary Cameroon and Nigeria, you see that area is completely forested with a lot of swamp. And when you check out the communities that are actually in Bakassi Peninsula, you see that there is almost, no given city or town or however you want to call it. There is no settlement, of people there for a long time. You can see that it was just temporarily settled by our people. And the majority of the people that you find in Bakassi Peninsula, as you know it, which is like different groups of islands, it's not like a particular given place. Are the Efik people, we have the Ibibio people, we have the Oron people, we have Eket people, you have the Ewang people, and we have the Anang people. And the list does not make mention of any other tribe, not even the foot of Cameroon, inhabiting this place. And most of the people who went there, they went there to fish. Some, ran away from wars, from the mainland. When you want to trace the nearest town to Bakassi Peninsula, it's Ikondotiti. And Ikondotiti is a small city, very small town, a small settlement of people. Every other city that is in the Cameroon, as we know it today, Kumba, Manfe, Boya, are pretty down south, far away from, Bakassi Peninsula. So I refute. I still don't want to believe that people actually migrated from, Usak Edet. And when you look up north of Bakassi Peninsula, there is almost nothing. It's a complete forest, thick forest. Where we have national parks today. There's no trace of any other city nearby. No path, no roadway. So why would we believe that we actually came from there? Yeah, I know your next question would be like, okay, tell us where you think we came from. I just want to let you know that we didn't fall from heaven. After Akwaibom said it's Atlantic Ocean, so if it's not from Bakassi Peninsula, it's not from Cameroon, it's not from Douala, Manfe, or Kumba, definitely it's this other way around. The southern part. And when you're talking about the southern part, you're talking about what we have to the Abia State. And when we're talking about Abia State, we're talking about Ohafia, Arochukwu, and many other cities, towns, along that exclave. Meaning that our people migrated from central part of Nigeria. Where we have today Boko, Taraba State, Benue State, if you allow me to say so, and all that axis is where we actually migrated from. Kaduna, all along that area is where our people actually stayed for a long time. Due to the tribal wars and people started moving away, migrating further down south, all the way to the cross river areas as we know today. The Obudu people, the Bubra people, the people living in Ikom, all those axes, they actually migrated from a different axis completely to where they are today. And if you check out the language of those in Obudu or Bubra, you can see similarities with the Ibibio language, that we speak today. Meaning that, there was a point where we were living together as, same people, same nation, speaking same language. And I can't say for sure what that language must have been called, but it must have been a language spoken by a vast number of people, but anyhow, thanks to documentation, we know the language today as Ibibio language. And in the process of migration, people are migrating in different groups, like small groups migrating, like moving down south, running away from wars. Later on it was the Islamization, the jihadists who came from all the way northern Africa trying to, to Islamize the people, enslave the people. So most of them ran away down south to settle where they are today. This means that our people actually, migrated from where we have Arochukwu, and Ohafia, all that axis, Ugep, Bias, Ububra. So yeah, I am of the notion that we took the the Ibom axis, if you allow me to say so, rather than the Usak Edet axis, the Bakassi Peninsula axis to where we are today.